We've got Cal, pronouns are he, him, in Utah. Cal, what's going on?
Hello. I was just, I don't really usually get the chance to talk to many trans people, and I was just wanting to ask about how, I get gendered every day at work, and I was wondering if you deal with that and how, I guess.
Well, I have, so I work from home now, but I did at the beginning of my transition work from a normal job where I did get misgendered all the time by my coworkers. And I think, a big part of that was some of them knew me before transition. So there was like a conflicting memory thing. I tend to be slightly more combative. I wasn't like gonna fight them on it. Like I wasn't gonna like wrestle them to the ground when they misgendered me. But like a simple like interjecting her, like if they'll be like, oh, like he said blah blah blah, I'd be like her, just that. Um and there were some times too where like I think it doesn't hurt to be like a little sarcastic. I feel like if people know you can play with it a little bit, sometimes they'll be more willing to like hear you out. So there's always like also the opportunity to like misgender them back. Not that I want to like endorse misgendering, but if it's a cis person and they're calling you like the absolute wrong pronoun, you're like, oh yes, thank you, ma'am, to like a big burly cis man. Like that can be like kind of, a little way to be like, I'm not mad at you. Clearly, I'm playing along, but I'm trying to point out to you that you're kind of being a fucking asshole without noticing it. So, those are my thoughts. Stephanie, do you have any other ideas?
You're all pretty much the same. If somebody misgenders me, it's like, which in my day-to-day life, in my regular interactions, happens very, very infrequently. I just basically go. It's like he said, no, she, and let it go. As I said, it's been like 23 years, so it happens occasionally, but very, very rarely. I've with people that I've been acquainted with for longer. The people that continued to misgender me after like 10 years and said it's going to take some time. That's when I got a little bit hot under the collar and said, look, how much fucking time do you need? Yeah. You've known me as me for longer than you knew me as whoever you perceived that person to be before we even engaged in this. So how much fucking time do you need? So it depends really upon I'm not going to be abrasive or nasty with, say, long lost cousins. Like this past summer, I saw some cousins came through that I hadn't seen in many years, and they occasionally slip, but only very occasionally. And I just did that gentle no, she, and it was always I'm sorry, and usually people are cool with it. But if people are going to be assholes about it, as Arden said, hey, you're being an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm mostly misgendered by customers for some reason, and I feel like I should just like not let it bother me, but it does.
Yeah, sure.
It may be worth in that situation being like, oh wait, are you talking to me? You said whatever, like however they were sending you, be like, oh, you said this like she or he or whatever, and that just confused me. Maybe it's worth like kind of playing a little stupid to kind of like get them to be like, oh shit, did I get this wrong? Did I misread this person? Like maybe that'll be a good way to kind of slip it in or something. With that said, Cal, I wish we could stay on the line with you. We do have to, I think, try to bust out one more call really quick, so we'll probably let you go. But I hope that was helpful. And I hope you have a wonderful night. And good luck with those. Thanks, you too.
Cal can also join the Atheist Community of Discord to talk to more folks. Yes, absolutely, Cal.